Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hope elect, the house of David. Let's get into this. This is gonna be the waiting game part two. The waiting game part two. Because again, we're going to need to wait for Yahweh Shai to return. We're going to need to wait for these prophecies and miracles and signs. Well, these prophecies are the signs, but that's what we're gonna be waiting on. And I want to get an example of that. Because these scriptures was written for what? Our learning. So we always need to call back on our forefathers, on our forefathers. Listen. Here's an example that we're gonna go down on. This is Genesis chapter 21. I'm gonna let the reader, the Bible read down on it.
Genesis 21. And the Lord visited Sarah as he had said, and the Lord did unto Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived, and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which God had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare to him, Isaac. And Abraham circumcised his son Isaac being 8 days old, as God had commanded him. And Abraham was 100 years old, when his son Isaac was born unto him. And Sarah said, God hath made me to laugh, so that all that hear will laugh with me. And she said, Who would have said unto Abraham, that Sarah should have given children suck, for I have borne him a son in his old age. And the child grew, and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned. And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, Cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac. And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son. And God said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman. In all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called. And also of the son of the bondwoman will I make a nation, because he is thy seed. And Abraham rose up early in the morning, and took bread, and a bottle of water, and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder, and the child, and sent her away, and she departed, and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba. And the water was spent in the bottle, and she cast the child under one of the shrubs. And she went, and sat her down over against him a good way off, as it were a bowshot, for she said, Let me not see the death of the child. And she sat over against him, and lifted up her voice, and wept. And God heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of God called to Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, What aileth thee? Hagar, fear not, for God hath heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad, and hold him in thine hand, for I will make him a great nation. And God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water, and she went, and filled the bottle with water, and gave the lad drink. And God was with the lad, and he grew, and dwelt in the wilderness, and became an archer. And he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt. And it came to pass at that time, that Abimelech and Phichol the chief captain of his host spake unto Abraham, saying, God is with thee in all that thou doest. Now therefore swear unto me here by God that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me, and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned. And Abraham said, I will swear. And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of a well of water, which Abimelech's servants had violently taken away. And Abimelech said, I wot not who.
Well, it had made the point. It had got to the point. I had wanted to get this. It was actually I had wanted to get 22, but you know how Abraham and Sarah, had Isaac in their old age. Yahweh had promised that he would give them a child. But, Sarah's like, maybe through somebody else he gave her the handmaid, and Abraham got the seed, got the handmaid pregnant. But it was going to be of Sarah. You see? It was going to be of Sarah. That seed was gonna come from Sarah. You know, it was gonna come out of Sarah. You know, that line, it was gonna be from Abraham. You know, the joining of Abraham and Sarah. You know, and they had to wait. They had to wait. I'm sure, you know, once you read the scripture, they tried, and she just didn't she just didn't bear. She thought herself barren. But look, she ended up giving Abraham her handmaid, but the Lord said, nah, it's gonna be y'all two. You see? And what? It came through, because what? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is not a man that he shall lie. You know, he's not a man that he shall lie. You know, and what happened? Sarah got pregnant. They waited. They believed. They just said, hey, we probably got to take this way. We probably just got to take this way. And you know, and Yahweh was like, nah, that's not the way. I said it was going to be. I said Sarah was going to give seed. I said Sarah's going to get seed. You know? Y'all just had to wait on it. He still came through. You know? You see, they waited. They ain't lose patience. They just thought it was gonna be through another way. You know? I'm gonna get this. Listen. This is Psalms chapter 27, verse 14. Listen. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine hearts. Wait, I say, on the Lord. You know, things might get hectic, things might get crazy. You know, and those who have not been watching or listening or don't fully know prophecy, they might get shaken, but like, maybe the Lord gonna deliver us another way. Maybe we have to escape America on ships, on planes. Maybe we have to escape America this way or that way. Nah. It was written. Yahweh has said that he shall deliver his people. Yahweh Shai is going to deliver his people, and he shall set them in that land. You know? And it's going to happen exactly like that. Things might not look like it's going the way you want it to go, the way you envision it. It might not go in the way you envision it, but it's going to go the way that it has been written, as it has been said, as Yahweh Shai said. You know? That's why I'm going to read this again. This is Psalm 27, verse 14. Listen. Wait on the Lord. Yahweh Shai. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. That word heart in the Hebrew is lab. And what that is, the mind. He's going to strengthen your mind. You ain't going to be shaken. If you shaking, he going to steady you. He be like, nah, remember this, remember that. Scripture's just going to be popping in your head like it does today. Scripture's going to be popping in your head. Be like, okay, hold on, I remember this. I remember it said this. I remember it said that. You know, then, you know, it's going to be in them time. You might see a miracle. You might be a sign. You might see 144. You might see confirmation. Hell, an angel might appear unto you, you know, and minister to you. We don't know. These times is about to get, like Elder Kazak said, these times is about to get very trippy, really trippy. Jacob's trouble is about to get really trippy, you know. But we have to wait on the Lord. Wait, and he gonna be of good courage, and he gonna strengthen us. He gonna strengthen you. You know, he's gonna strengthen you. Listen, that's why we have to have patience. We have to put our all in him. We have to put our burdens on him. You know, we have to put our burdens on him. Listen. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 7. Listen. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Man, don't worry about Esau, Edom. Don't worry about these heathens. Don't worry about two thirds of Jake and Eve. Don't worry about them. Yahweh Shema said, fret not. We have to play the waiting game, Yeah. That was one example, And I think I like doing this in the next part, in part 3, I think I like doing this series, yeah. In the next part, we're gonna get some more examples. Of people being faithfully waiting and being patient. And we might get some about those who lost patience. So I hope that was edifying. Again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect, the house of David. Until next time, Yahweh willing, Shalom.